Hey, what's up, team? Dalton D3T here from Just Ordinary, and we've got another war recap coming. I don't know what it's been lately, but we are getting some tough wars. All Champ 1 clans, and they're putting up some really tough bases. We haven't been able to triple as much as we want. The triple spread is actually pretty close on a few of these, and this is a good example. I mean, this team from Argentina, and they were doing look at that war record. It's a very good war record. So these guys were definitely tough, had some tough bases, but we came out with a win, almost double their triples. First one is going to be Vandit, and this is, these bases are pretty good for these kill squad hog attacks, all depending on the entry. He's going to be doing a kind of a queen charge just with the wall wrecker, and then he's got extra hogs. He's making sure that funnel's going through with proper minions and the king on the backside, leading with a wall wrecker. And that queen is going to charge into the center with the jump spell, and that queen is going to end up getting the multi, enemy queen, enemy CC, an expo, the eagle artillery, and is even going to get some extra trash defenses and structures. That queen did not get that eagle artillery yet before those hogs came down, and then she got in there. Now he is doing a hog attack with the warden with the hog, so he uses that warden's ability over the town hall, which is huge. And then from there, those hogs are just going to clean up counterclockwise around the bottom side of this base. So again, using that warden's ability over the town hall was huge there, because I guarantee you those hogs all would have died, and then this wouldn't have been a 3-star. So, great strategy, a queen charge hog with the warden with the hogs over the town hall. You don't see those that often, just because those hogs get taken out pretty quick, but that was a great attack by Vandit. We've seen a lot of different attacks by him, and definitely looks good. All right, now here we got Artemis. And he has actually been stepping up in wars quite a bit. He's been getting a couple, at least a triple almost every war now. And he's going to be just doing a P.E.K.K.A. bowler. And, that's basically it. He's got a great funnel coming in from about the 4 o'clock. And, he's going to get huge value with that kill squad all through the center compartment there. Warden's ability when it was under all of the high heat, multi-target infernos, expos, all those defenses that was targeting that. And then, the troops eventually get into the town hall, and then from there, that queen's still alive, still has a freeze spell and the warden's ability, and then he's got the baby dragon there to help kind of funnel with that gold mine, and then gonna pick up some trash structures along the 9 o'clock area. Those P.E.K.K.A.s are gonna take out, those trash structures, and then you have the queen and the warden with another baby dragon taking out the other ones. So the troops kind of split up in the end, which actually worked really well with the swag freeze. So Artemis is on the prowl. He is definitely putting in a lot of effort and getting some good 3-star attacks. Here we go. This is myself, and I saw this base was a great kill squad hog attack, just because of the moat that was on the left hand side of that town hall area. So as long as I could funnel that in, I knew that I was going to be pretty set on this kill squad having a ton of value, because look at all the structures that are within that within the jump spell radius in that town hall. So I'm going to be able to get the town hall, the enemy CC, a multi-inferno, the enemy queen, the eagle artillery, and those bowlers are still up. And then look at the extremely narrow path that those hogs have to start out this raid. They get a little split up on that archer tower, and it actually worked well, because then the rest of them pushed out to that cannon, and then from there, going into this, I still had another whole heal spell, so I used it as soon as I saw those hogs were starting to take some damage, because I knew I wanted this triple, and that queen makes it throughout the whole way. I have the backside wizard cleanup. Those hogs are going to finish with a couple of Teslas on the opposite side of the wizards, And then from there, those hogs just take out the skeleton's traps, which is my favorite part of the whole raid, is when the hogs are done getting all the defenses, and then they get all those ground targeting skeleton traps. That's my favorite part of the raid. So yeah, cleanup was working full circle on both sides to meet kind of in the middle there where the queen was. Now we've got Godblin here, and he's going to be doing, his signature attack, the the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. And, he set up a great funnel to start, with just a couple loons and a wizard. And then, from there, he's going to create a queen walk into the queen charge. And he's going to walk from about the 6 o'clock to about the 4, and then use that wall wrecker and E-drag to get that kill squad into the core where that town hall is. Jump spell to the middle because he knows that wall wrecker is not going to get anymore because it finishes at that town hall. Warden's ability over the town hall rages all of those troops in the core there. Those bowlers are just getting, 2 layers of structures at a time. And I mean, look, they're working almost perfectly in sync with each other. And then from there, he puts the bats in at about the 6:30. Freezes that wizard tower even though he didn't need to. Same with that wizard tower, he didn't need to. The wizard towers were already preoccupied with the kill squad that was pushing through. And then that is just I don't think he lost a bat in that entire raid, and so those bats are just helping clean up. And super overpower P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. And I've actually seen that base a few times, so you might want to check that, save that replay as well. Here we've got Hawk, and he's going to be doing another hog attack. This one's going to be kind of a queen walk, and he's going to rage the queen right away to take out that king, and then she's going to start walking from about the 3:30 down to the 6 o'clock, taking out all of these structures along the way, which is huge because then he's got the king on the bottom to keep that queen funneled into the core there. Now he's going to use a jump spell into the core, which is going to give him access to a lot of those structures if you can't tell. Looking at that jump, that queen is going to go straight inside, going to take out the enemy CC, the multi-target Inferno, the a couple of the other structures that are detriments to hogs. He uses the Stone Slammer, which is perfect because that wizard tower is lined up right next to the town hall, which means it's going to activate the town hall and then the hogs will target it. So he sends that warden with the hogs over the town hall so those hogs don't die. And then from there, look at how many hogs he's got pushing through the core of this base. Queen is still up. Queen is still taking out defenses on the left-hand side. And the hogs just overpower the middle of this base. Middle to the top-hand side. And then, look from there, those hogs taking out those skeleton traps, my favorite part. And then, just overpowered. Look at how many hogs are left. Look at the health on them. Look at the queen's health, the warden. Great vision for that raid, knowing that a Stone Slammer is going to activate the town hall to send the warden over it with the hogs. And, just like that. Again, this is my second triple this war, and yeah, it was another Kill Squad Hog attack. Now, notice that moat on the right side of the Town Hall. That's huge value for funneling your Kill Squad. Then I put the King on the other side, which was great because I know that those troops are going to go straight into that core. This is literally picture perfect on what you could want for a Kill Squad Hog attack, right? As far as funneling goes. From there, poison the CC, Warden's ability over the Town Hall. I lose most of my kill squad there, so, at this point I'm a little nervous because I need my queen to still take out that Eagle Artillery and that queen. I use the queen's ability, and those hogs actually push through from the 11 o'clock clockwise and take out that Eagle Artillery. Now, I will say, I don't get a lot of attacks where my queen, like a Kill Squad Hog attack where my queen doesn't stay alive. This one was just... it might have been a little bit luck. It might have been, a little bit good planning. But that last compartment finished, and the hogs, I still had probably 10 hogs up. And then the baby dragon cleanup on the backhand side. Like I said, he saved those baby dragons for either funneling purposes or cleanup trash purposes. So it definitely came in handy for the cleanup there. And, those hogs were able to finish the rest of it. All right, now we have Link or Ka. And he's going to be doing a minor attack, a queen walk charge minor. And yeah, he's starting off at about the 7 o'clock, and then he's going to use a P.E.K.K.A. at about the 4 o'clock to make sure that queen is going to funnel there. Now notice the value that the queen is going to get if she gets into that core right there, okay? Now with that being said, notice the wall wrecker placement and these lower level walls, which really come in handy. And actually that queen was able to be taken out from the outside of these walls, so she didn't even need to follow the wall wrecker right away. And then from there, I mean, just huge value with being in the core there. Uses a jump spell to take out the Eagle Artillery, enemy CC, not one, but 2 Infernos. Rages that queen. She's taking out just more defenses, making that minor path just so precise, and I mean, literally nowhere to go but straight to that town hall area. I mean, perfect. The healers ended up switching to the miners, which, you know, at some point is good because those miners are going to stay alive during that heavy damage per second corner up there, and then the queen just stuck on a wall like a typical queen does. And then a triple. You know, Link has been putting up some crazy good hits, and we're definitely excited to have him along. All right, now we have Greek here, and he's going to be doing a hog attack as well. He funneled the wall wrecker and queen charge into that multi-target inferno area. Now notice that eagle artillery placement and the enemy queen placement. Okay, that is, I mean, ideal for where you want it for that queen to be able to reach. I mean, this is obviously an outdated base because that queen is able to get the enemy queen, the eagle artillery, the CC, and an inferno just from that one compartment. And then she's going to jump spell into the core, and then look at the super narrow pathing that those hogs have. Saves a couple hogs for those exterior defenses. He also sends the warden with the hogs, which means you know he's going to be doing the warden's ability over the town hall. Kind of wastes that heal spell there, or I'm sorry, the freeze over the town hall because the town hall wasn't activated yet. And the warden's ability was actually a little bit late, so we did lose those hogs. But notice again how OP this queen charge was, and is able to take out, you know, all of these structures. It was even able to take out that king without having to use her ability or a rage. So from there, you know, these backside wizards are just cleaning up. So, you know, great vision on an outdated base and knowing how to take it down. And there's a good triple. All right, now we got our boy Alex, or Hulk. And here is an extremely well-performed P.E.K.K.A. Bobat, and you know he really likes to use a lot of P.E.K.K.As, so which is good because it makes for easily funneling for the rest of the kill squad. As you can notice, that kill squad just pushed straight through the core there. He has tons of troops left alive. The queen's hitting the enemy CC. The bats go through from about the 9 o'clock around the outside and is just taking out all those defenses all the way until about the 3 o'clock wizard tower. And then he's got so many troops left in that kill squad, queen's ability on that town hall. And then from there, you know, look at the king and his troops and minions, or not minions, but, you know, his minions, his little barbs pushing around with him. And, you know, when you got a king that's full health and a Tesla farm that's not really as strong as it was, then, I mean, that's just an easy money. That queen's got the distance on the multi-inferno to finish that raid up. So Alex on a great triple. And yeah, these wars, you know, they've been really tough. We've really had to kind of take a step and plan these accordingly because they have just been tough wars. We've got Rufus here, and Rufus is going to be doing basically a Sui hero with an E clone into this core there. He suis the heroes so that Stone Slammer and the E-Drags are going to get straight into that core. And notice what the value of those E-Drags and the clone. They're going to take out the enemy queen, going to take out the Eagle Artillery, going to take out a couple Expos. And then, I mean, look from there. 44% damage basically before he sends in the rest of the Lalo. And then the Lalo has such a narrow path. I mean, literally, it's one or two defensive structures in line. You know, that Warden's ability over the Town Hall only lost a couple loons there. Tesla farm over on this hand side, but he's still got a haste. He's using backside loons to make sure that those troops or those loons are going to go into that multi-target Inferno. And then from there, just clean up with the minions and the pups, and yeah, that's a wrap. So Rufus had an excellent E-clone in the Stone Slammer Lalo, and that attack is actually becoming extremely popular. A lot of the higher skill land players are using that. So here we go. We got Zeus here. This is an extremely funky base, isn't it? So he immediately drops the Queen with the Rage and all the healers and a couple of wall breakers to get into that core there. Drops another Rage. The Queen is going to be able to take out the Town Hall. And I mean, he had 4 Expos target him basically immediately. Yeah, so that was, I mean, just a crazy weird base. Draws the enemy CC, uses the poison spell over him. And then from there, he's going to be doing basically a mass hog attack. Once he's got that, he's got a decent funnel here to where those hogs are going to have a narrower path. Now, granted, he does have more hogs, so he can spread out his pathing on those hogs a little bit more. But then check that backhand side. He actually is using a Stone Slammer to keep those hogs funneled as well. And then inside that Stone Slammer is more hogs. And then, I mean, yeah, just look at all these hogs. Just the creativity behind this attack. Warden's ability all the way at the end of the raid, literally when there was only 2 defensive structures left. The Queen is still up, King is still up, Hog's still up, and just overpowered Zeus on an attack right there. That was incredible. And then this is going to be the last attack that we show, just because, they started to be underdeveloped Town Hall 12s, and, they're fun to watch triples, and at least, you can use for reference when you get bases that are maxed out with these layouts, but not necessarily worth completely showing off right away. So he's doing his Bat P.E.K.K.A, and the bats come in at about the 3 o'clock, pushing around. He does, this kind of tricky base with the arrangement of the Wizard Towers and Multi-Infernos, but he was actually able to maximize on that value around that 3 to 6 o'clock to that Multi-Inferno. The Kill Squad's still so overpowered. The Wall Wrecker makes it all the way into the Town Hall compartment. And then from there, he's just got a few cleanup troops going around. The Queen's still up. And, those 2 P.E.K.K.A.s really tanking for the rest of for the Queen and the Warden helped a lot there. And are actually going to end up winning the raid for him. So, yeah, just a great use of the bats there and appropriate freezes. So, again, this was a close war, 15-8 triples, and we were extremely, we were trying hard, but we've just been getting some really hard matchups. So, thanks for watching, guys. Always appreciate it, and looking forward to the next recap from Just Ordinary. Peace out.